According to statistics, 1 out of 3 women in Namibia have experienced or will experience gender-based violence in their lifetime. To make matters worse, it is estimated that 1 out of 5 women are in an abusive relationship. This form of violence leaves survivors with long-term psychological and physical trauma, which has damaging impact on the social fabric of communities. The workshop is attended by participants representing civil society organizations, traditional authorities, youth groups, and media practitioners.
Oftentimes we see that the first entry point for victims and survivors of gender-based violence or sexual violence is the community. And we want organizations to have this necessary knowledge to better effectively respond to it.
Understanding interpersonal relationships and how power dynamics contribute to gender-based violence were equally highlighted as contributing factors to GBV in the region.
We do observe there's still some gaps in the relationships between these various stakeholders, and there's a need for them to find a way to set aside any challenges they may have or work through the challenges they may have. And it's one of the reasons why this project ensured that when we have these workshops, we bring civil society, we bring churches, we bring traditional authorities, we bring media, we bring them together so that they can learn to work together, but also raise their questions together to find a way on how to better combat.
Some of the participants representing civil society organizations in the region used the opportunity to call for more dialogue on gender-based violence and for communities to speak out and report instances of violence to relevant authorities to address the negative impact of gender-based violence on society.
They say prevention is better than cure. So the more we equip our young people with these platforms, with these trainings, with these activities, I believe that we are going to reach a point where we will not even be speaking about gender-based violence.
I just want to say that if you see someone go through abuse, any kind of abuse, whether physical, verbal, sexual, speak up for them, or at least try to hear them out, try to help them, even if they're not, there might be something that they're not saying. Listen to that through the small tongue, listen to what they're not saying and help them out in any way possible.
So gender-based violence itself is not so visible all the time, even if sometimes we see it. So sometimes we will just see people doing things or acting in certain ways and then we think it's normal. So now I'm equipped and encouraged to approach any person, whether they are looking good, they are looking depressed, stressed or anything, or they are maybe looking like they are about to do something wrong.
It's going to be a priority for us as CSO youth leaders that are here to create these platforms, whether it's just we as the local CSOs to create the platforms or with the assistance from our regional councils or local authorities, because I believe if we can do it as a collective, we can create more awareness.
The workshop ends on Friday. Na Tangwejimi NBC News, Keetmanshoop.